Oh, okay. Strange. I didn't know that we could show this, but that's fine. Hello there and welcome. Today is quite a dark day. I missed not a date, but I missed a meeting last Sunday, I think. And need to apologize. So to make up for it, we'll play a sort of exceptional game. Well, we already played it before, but yeah, today we'll be playing a love story. Slay the Princess. You know this game? Because I do. I don't think I need to change anything. We played this game nearly a year ago now. I have some say, but you see, I heard that there was an update on this game, so I was thinking that maybe I should play this game soon enough. So here we are to play it. It may be a bit early if it's for Halloween, but yeah, I was really curious about it when I heard about this free update. I love anything that is free actually. But yeah, isn't it better when it's with a good game like this one, Slay the Princess? Do we start? I think we should. A hero and a princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Hello, narrator. I am glad to meet you, because I am Weaselix, and I am here to not slay the princess. I hope so.
You're here to slay her.
No.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I like not to. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? I've always wanted to offer monarch. Viva la révolution. Ah. Revolution. Wait a minute. Viva la révolution. Huh? Don't pronounce it. Not anymore. Anyway.
Does it?
Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though.
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Well, a princess is neither a queen or a king. It's only a mere child, I think.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
I really love this music. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. Cabin. I mean, I'm not going to the cabin. It wasn't obvious.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yes, that's what I do. I guess that's what I want to.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Oh, voice of the hero.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking
I
about.
missed you a bit.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
How convenient.
How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
My. Not cool. I want to do what I want to.
You're really keen on waiting. Your silence is deafening.
See you later.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Only to come back
Would
to
you
the
look at
cabin.
that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
I think I know what happens because we already did this one.
There's always... We
So
can't
let's
just
come
go
back.
through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Let's go inside. So, if you remember, this game is about a princess.
The interior
in
of
a
the
game.
cabin is almost entirely bare.
And the story.
air is stale and musty, and the
The
floor and
story's
walls
gonna
are painted in a
messed up.
fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh. I just remembered something.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Quite faded
This
emotion.
is an oppressive place.
Something.
The
a
air
bit
feels
sad
heavy and damp,
and something.
a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives
Bit
here,
happy to.
slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Well, at least for you.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're
Oh, sorry. Didn't want to. Yes. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist,
Actually, with
binding
this
her
music,
to the
it's so
far wall
hard to
of
be
the
mean.
basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
It's a bit like if anyone asked you to obliterate.
I am begging you
little
to
animal.
stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi.
That hurts.
Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
You're only making this more difficult.
Oops.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Well, if you can't break them, why not breaking the wall instead?
I'm guessing
never
you don't
know.
have the key?
Might be a solution.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Well, I mean, it's not that bad.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
We're
Is someone
not
else
alone
here?
here. No need.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
I like how the music stops immediately.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oof. Yeah, disclaimer. This game might be, well, you saw it. It's actually the first screen, but yeah. It's not a peaceful game. Yeah.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's not do it.
Fine.
Oh no! I have it on hand.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the
Ragged?
princess's arm, just above
ragged,
the
yes.
unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
They'll do it a bit. Oh,
Her
wonderful.
limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Why would she?
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yay!
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, as the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Can't help it. Careful, princess. But I might end up slaying you.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The
Oh?
blade. Move the blade.
Please?
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Actually, what I'm curious about is if there's any change in some endings that we've already completed. Like this one.
We both know this isn't you.
Well, do you know me? Anyway.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you
Scratchy.
doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Or is
Oh
it?
no! I'm so sorry.
Haha, he's so clumsy.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. Don't you
even know
start
her.
pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic
Never
gesture.
asked to
The two of you
die.
have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Huh.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Well,
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter
Is
how
she?
sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
hey, makes me think about the story. You heard about this? Well, it's a story about a Japanese idol. She was stabbed by a fan, I think. How many times? 47? 48 times, maybe? And she actually survived. So, yeah.
I'm
If
so
you're pretty
sorry.
bad with a knife,
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
yeah, if you're not really good with a knife, you might have trouble.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich
can
coming
it?
from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cat. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Deja vu. Can go to the cabin.
a warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain. Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a
Mirror.
prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Yes,
You'll
I
need
do
it if you
remember
want
the
to
mirror.
do this right. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. There was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never
Interesting
know.
that only the
We can't
narrator
gallantly sweep her off her
seems
feet if we have a
different
feather
than
out of
any other
place.
voices.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed
Yeah, be
carpet
careful.
glimmers in the light of the
Chapter
torches
2
positioned along
is
the walls.
always
The basement almost seems welcoming in
quite
the dim
strange.
firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
And what's even more strange is that she also remembers us.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Forgot about this.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
I wonder why this game is so attractive to me. Is it the voice?
We
is the music?
damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Do. What happened after I die? No, I have to ask you and the wall, blah 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 blah.
Rescue her?
You need
What are
to
you
ask
talking about? Did
anything.
you
I'm
forget
just
that she's
curious
a
about
world-ending
what's
monstrosity?
happening after this.
And even, don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease.
I don't
No,
care
she's a
about
prisoner here.
the
You can't just
voices
slip her hand
or
through
the
the
narrator.
chains.
What I'm more interested in
If her hand could
is
just
the
slip out of the
development.
chains, why
How
hasn't
can
she done it
anything
already?
change?
Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
If I remember,
I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
Oh so many achievements left. I'm looking at them, just in case.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Why are you still here then?
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I
remember
told
something
you,
like this.
there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Guess I'm not really original.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of
do you
someone
want to do?
who has
Yeah.
never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
What if it's a lie? What if it's the
So
truth?
gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I think I just want to leave.
That sounds perfect.
No, the
The
music
princess
just changed.
takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs?
Huh? Shh. Nothing.
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move.
Oh my. Would have known. It's a bit too late. Anyway. Surprise, surprise. I can't read. Ugh. Indeed. Ugh. Oh no, it's here. I'm sorry, but I need to check on something. It's not exactly perfectly important, but well. Blah 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 blah. Huh. I'm looking for news, actually. Why am I
Did I
doing
do that
this
last
now?
time? Then you should know that
You couldn't
won't
even
be
see
able
it.
to leave.
Oops. Sorry.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the
Well-
unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Of course you wouldn't understand.
So
Our
the
passions
actual
run
expansion
deeper than
is
anything
not
you will ever
yet
know.
released. It will be
I'm just along for the
released
ride at this
soon,
point.
but not yet.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Ugh. Why am I doing that?
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together.
Oh.
And the lock clicks and the door
Should do this.
open. Are you kidding me?
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make your way upstairs and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
You know what? Oh. Oh.
You're
No, let's
enjoying
not do
this,
it.
aren't you? You're taking
Not
every
this time.
opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Don't worry
cold.
about it.
Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
You. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away. It's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now? I'm begging you, don't do this.
It's fine. Ren.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt.
Voices fill a small distance as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. Gone. The mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You raise your will to end your life, but as it's buried into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Your will gets across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
So what else?
Nothing as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. The hero and the princess. Okay, so actually
You're on a
things
path
shouldn't be different.
in the woods, and at the end of that
Steak,
path
but
is a
that's
cabin,
fine. We have a lot
and in the basement
more
of
to
that
do.
cabin is a princess.
You see, there's actually way more ending than what I thought.
You're here to slay her.
Try to make it quick. That's new.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. She will lie. We're not going to ignore him.
The voice of the hero is back. Narrator is still here.
The interior blade.
Let's make it quick.
The door.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs
She's so
and lock
cool, I
eyes with the
guess.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes
I like
you think
it.
you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I will.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
No time.
this is it.
Think
isn't
do.
it?
Just that.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder,
Shh. No need to talk with me.
do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Who knows?
Yes, exactly.
Let's make it
It's
simple.
over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry.
Strange
You'll
narrator.
be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy. I'm so
Okay.
glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
I'm going to trust
Time
the narrator
passes.
completely.
You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right?
No. Well, just listen to the narrator. That's it. I'm happy. We're happy.
Really?
See?
Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a
Indeed.
blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist
Everlasting existence.
forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Huh?
Are we really good?
Oh.
The blade. I can hear everything you say, little voice. He's right. Do you hear that? It wants to you not. Don't you?
Well, it's time
Thank
to
you.
get out.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Well, help
Fine.
it.
Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though you pick up the blade, you stab yourself at the end. Nice
Hey.
note.
Oh
You're
no,
on-
we
you're-
did it already. Damn it.
She will. The interior, the blade. I guess. Okay. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, two deep set, and finally, the rest of the body floats up. Go! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying.
Wow.
What's a ghost?
Oh, it's you.
I did it,
Hiya,
right?
Keller. I
I'm
was
pretty sure I
hoping
did
to see
it.
you again.
So,
I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
an original. Yeah, an evanescent vessel.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit. Her touch is cold and ethereal, so she has a body. And she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. Before she can suspect a thing, you lunge forward and you feel substance for the briefest of...
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
I can't leave, so I had to come back.
Excellent idea. I'm glad to
let's
hear that
just
you're
take a
finally
minute.
seeing reason.
You're
Oh, she's upset.
You're going to try and kill me?
It would seem so, yes.
After everything you've done to me, you've chosen to do more? But then you either kill me and I get even fuzzier or you don't, and then I'm really just going to be stuck here forever. There's nothing I could do. I'm just going to go on and on and on, lonely and sad and hurting and empty. No, not that!
She's about to try something. Get ready. The princess passes through you, a chill rippling. You turn and face her as she hovers between you and the stairs. Spectral tears streak down her cheeks as she places a translucent hand on your chest. It feels cold, but otherwise like nothing at all. Are we doing the right thing? Why do I feel so sad?
Don't feel sad.
Don't let her get to you. It doesn't matter.
Be curious.
Somehow, soon,
They-
this too will be over.
We don't feel anything.
We'll move on to something
We
new.
are walls.
I feel like
These
you all keep
walls
forgetting.
don't have any feelings.
Her dark-rimmed eyes fall to the floor as she speaks.
I never wanted to have to hurt anybody. It's not who I wanted to be.
Too bad. We are walls. We don't care.
Tears on her cheeks vanish. She lifts her head, sorrow replaced with wrath, staring into you with fiery
No, we
anger.
are full of feelings.
Then I guess you've turned me into something worse.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? And yet it didn't. We're fine. You do your best to pull away, but it's as if her arm, embedded in your body, is rooting you in place.
Leaving so soon.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed.
She's real now. Your last moments are spent a helpless witness as she rips her hand from your chest,
that's you.
holding your still beating
Thank
heart in
you.
her clenched fist. But that's ours.
See you soon, killer.
She crushes it, blood and ruined vascular tissue leaking from between her fingers, dribbling unceremoniously to the floor.
That's right. 3 chapters.
You're on a path in the wood, and here we go. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles. Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet.
can't skip anymore.
There's got to be a way out of this. Yeah.
This is
And what if
completely
there
new.
isn't? Aren't you
Finally,
listening to me?
we found it.
What if all of this was rigged from the start?
Oh, if only you knew.
That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
Well, what if it
I
is?
think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Wouldn't that get, I don't know, boring?
But the story is not.
Okay, so you've already been here. twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell? Because you decided to
It's
foist
a bit
an
too long.
infinite
You know,
tedium on us.
Infinity is not right for
That
the
doesn't
mind
sound
of
like
many
me.
people.
If I'd had everything my way, you would have
Except me,
effortlessly
of
slain the
course.
princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy?
No?
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. It was boring. It was bullshit.
I like you.
So you killed yourself? Yes.
Yep.
And then she killed us. Even though
next
she
we'll
was
kill
already
her.
dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the
Wally.
danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seemed to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something.
Yes.
Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Uh-uh. Let's kill her.
You continue down the path towards the... It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what... The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then.
Obvious.
Let her
Obvious.
out. See what... It sounds like somebody's about to crack. The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it? You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that we've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others.
Well,
I
it's
feel
better
like
than
you're
my
trying to
memory
put
is
us on
not so
edge.
good.
We don't need all this
didn't actually remember what to
anticipation.
do
We
here.
just need this to be over.
Don't remember if there's a...
You stop as you reach
Other
the end of the
round?
hallway, I presume in front of whatever. What are the odds she's waiting for? You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
You killed us too, so... Aren't we even, no?
Shit. Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap.
Again?
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. But you decided it would be best to try and bury me all over again.
Yep.
You're not getting another chance to mess this up. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice?
You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time.
Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade?
Well, unless you have any specific ideas.
Well, maybe you can
I
try
think
to
my vote's the only one.
and yourself.
Huh. You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
Ouch.
It's so easy to make you squirm. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
Delicious.
Her torso stretches until her face is
How strange is
practically
that?
touching
Oh,
yours, her
that
neck
is-
cracking audibly as she twists to
well,
look
it
at you
shouldn't.
from a fresh angle.
Saying.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her?
Yep.
Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like
Oh.
this. You don't even have a weapon. So I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world...
And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here?
Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up.
Oops.
Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know.
Oh.
You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know.
Oh.
Don't help either of them. Flip the table. That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss. Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a
Well, let's try this.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot
I'm just
planted
curious
firmly
about
on
what
the
can
edge where the
happen
floor
after
ends,
this.
and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter.
Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one
Yes, go.
brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body.
Your achievements.
But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole. Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
I hate you, or I love you.
One
Just
end.
don't. Yeah.
But at least it's ours. An empire of frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now? But I want to know
You're
what
one of
he
us
thinks
now.
happens.
One of us. One of us.
Oh. And why is that?
it were 1, 2, 3. Hero, Cole, cheated, Princess, and me.
He's gone. But
Terminal velocity ceases, and you feel something. A mass drove on out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What is happening to me?
Yeah, sorry about this. And we're back, but you don't answer her before she's gone, and you feel a resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
where did... And there's that mirror again.
No need to be scared.
It's going to do something. Ignore the...
Goodbye, voices. Hello, me. You've grown. How much? I can't see. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
I'm ready.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
You're here.
Okay.
Oh, she will not. The blade. You take.
I want to do the same thing.
Good. Focus.
And there you are.
You step.
Oh, so.
She's. You lunge. You feel.
This is. Do you?
It's like yeah, but it
This time,
it's over.
some kind of
You
trick.
could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Just need to check which princess we already did.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that
like
was
it.
left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life.
See?
I guess
Now
we're
we
even
can
now.
stand each other. Now we even.
See you around.
See you next time.
You were so close, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark,
I wonder what
and you
the razor. I don't remember
You're
this
on a
one.
path in the
Sounds
woods.
good.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
I hope.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. She couldn't be. We know what to look out
Oh,
for. Just
voice of
stay.
the cheated is already here. Welcome.
The interior of
Let's take the blade again
you.
and into the basement.
The door to the yes. Scraping. That sound could. Her grating voice.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is
Uh-huh.
something. Yeah.
She thinks she's better than us, like she... As you descend the final step,
Ho
the form of the
ho.
princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
I like it.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we?
She sounds so fake.
She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Yeah. Slay the princess, please.
The princess falls. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hand... But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of... Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first, then yours.
Hehe.
How?
Yeah.
What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest, and at the long, thin blade and then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Huh?
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
I feel
You're going
you.
to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, you're on a path. No, fuck that. You're what? The interior of the cabin
Huh?
is sharp.
He's alone.
A constricting mess of...
We're going to have to keep it doing this over and over and over again. We're not starting in the garden woods every time. Staying in the cabin. What just happened? Excuse me.
I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess the circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an
Oh
option.
my
anymore.
god. Bear Grylls,
Fight.
you're with us.
Good. It's better that way. Without a
Or-
fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. Great.
Yes.
So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
Three.
This is our third? No wonder
Sure.
things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
First time we meet, stubborn.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure. You take the
Oh.
blade before letting...
Oops. Oh, hello, cat. Okay, Chitin.
This
You
feels
choose.
right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one.
I know.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what door. There isn't a door, there isn't a mirror. You only
Once
I can
again,
feel
the mirror
air
is not
coming up
mirror.
from behind it. Stink. If it's in our way. You make this. You reach forward and place your hand on, and the mirror's gone. It was never there.
That was surprising.
Just an illusion. Let's just
Indeed.
get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before.
Want to know
I
what
care
she
about
looks
it
like.
even less now. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you. Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and
Same
the form of
one.
the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
It's right.
Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here
and now. Your internal
Oh, what
bickering is cut
the
short
hell?
by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit, she's coming for...
Okay. We're going to fight her again, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She's gonna hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. Huh? We're going to appeal to her authority, blah 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 blah. We're going to... No. 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 Killing us right, so let's be...
Yeah, that's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strat.
You don't have time to finish. She skewered. Ow. What a surprise. Yeah. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
Skeptic.
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all
It's
horribly
fights.
wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's
Yeah,
got to
I'm
be a point
curious.
where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep
not-
fighting.
I'll bet
Yeah,
too.
I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving.
Come on.
Okay, plan. Now.
She doesn't walk in, she kills you again and again and again and again. Memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Then you skewer yourself.
Haha, I wanted to try it.
I thought we both understood.
Oops.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. What's the point? It's all the same. She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable
He's
woman.
back.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? You're right. One last. She's going to kill this body. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad.
And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapter 4. It's the first time.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it?
It's so strange.
We're up here, which is different. And
Thought that
different
it
is
could
good.
never happen. But
And our
because we
steel
have
claw
all
is
our
already in our
voices.
hand. Oh, what if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful...
So many voices.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll not...
How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing them?
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win.
Yeah.
Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Me too.
I
Kinda.
got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
More blades.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
Huh. Describe.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Come on.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists,
Oh.
splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Oh
Are
my.
you ready for what comes next?
So cool and so disgusting.
Holy shit!
Indeed.
Gorgeous.
No.
Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful.
Yes.
How is she still alive?
Just to have a beating heart, I guess.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This
Yep.
is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
Hey,
She doesn't
it
even
don't
have a
very
back
walk
anymore.
well.
How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet though that in action your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as a blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
The weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of fall and free of self. There is only the dance that ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo. Crescendo. And then an opening. Blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Yay! Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Now as you reach towards the glass, it's time for you to see what's in it. You've withered. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Back at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still...
Yeah. Oh, what do you want me to bring you next
Gifts
time?
aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry.
Yeah, I know. Let's just
I will
go
be
back.
here when it is time for us to meet again.
Bring the Raider Fool to her. Yay,
You're on
new
a
achievement.
path in the woods.
Yep.
You make your way.
Yep.
The interior
Take the blade.
You take the blade.
Yep. Basement.
The door to the base. Good. You're still
talk.
listening to reason. You step forward.
Huh?
The blade tumbles out.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Boring.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the... Will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Were they in a relationship? Kinda? Strangers? We just met. With people. I don't know. We've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Nothing.
You know why you're here. That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah. Let's not do
Leaving her
anything.
alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
I love that.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the...
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? Either way, she dropped her mind.
Sticking to the plan.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
It's the first time, it seems.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Ooh.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds
terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
I love that.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best
my
to
opinion,
shut
though.
her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
Just
you.
ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
why can she get out?
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on
Why
the
can
floor
she
of the cabin,
go out by
unable
herself?
to do anything but witness
She waited
her
for
approach.
us. Inside for so long.
Whose side are you on?
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Girls?
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh,
You're on a path. You're here.
nightmare.
A warning before you go. She will lie. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Yeah?
The interior of the cabin.
Hold on. What happened to the door?
Eyes. All around
It's just
us.
an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Take
You
the
reach down.
blade.
Good. Is it the blade? Those.
We will go to the basement. We need to check this
You
mirror.
cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
Yep.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a
strange.
creature of flesh and blood. If the her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
You
Come
realized. Don't go out.
She must have you confused with someone else.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter. We need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
Oh.
can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. It'll be enough.
Okay.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you
Oh.
find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks
kinda
suspended in
big.
nothingness. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go.
you turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Mask. So this achievements. See what hides behind the mask.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Nerves. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill in. Your weapon is still in your hand. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. 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 Heart, lungs. Are you serious? Nerves.
Let's go. Let's stay here.
You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission. Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
You too.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out!
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty.
This
The
is
lonely soul
who
is
you
lonely
were
again.
before being.
Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out!
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out!
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Oops,
He
I
doesn't
think
respond.
I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Body's dead, but you live on. Chapter 3, 4, 5, 6. The moment of clarity. Clarity?
You're on a path in the...
Oh, you're back.
Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep
We're
her
all
trapped
here
there
again.
forever. I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
Oh, there's even more people.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Well, we've been here forever.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, but eventually you do make it to the cabin. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
Yep.
He always lies, and he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and she's still here. Bear, just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose. You walk up the hill,
to think.
hesitating just the cabin that is. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to smash it to. She's on the other side, and we have. It's the only way we can have her. Just go around it. Just do. Proceed. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work?
Indeed, that's new. What will
Of
I
course
do?
it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
Yay.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing.
Where is she?
It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade, it's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else, don't you remember? You have to take the blade.
You You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep, deep in the bowels of the earth. You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her.
She's back.
She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
Well, I guess we're the only thing that changed a bit.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take me away. And let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
You're just an object, tool. You once were something else a long time ago. Was that something you, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. There really anything? Can't do anything. Really?
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired. Why is it so cold?
Time to go back. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
She's gone. Yeah. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll... Maybe it doesn't.
Bye.
Some feel the fears gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
Boys, it's been an honor.
Once as you reach forward, you're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, and you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. The cabin once
There's
again.
a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it. The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be
Okay. Moment of clarity.
You're here.
Well, anyway.
You make your... Oh, she
I would like to be silent.
The blade.
I'm going to take the blade this time.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think that.
You walk down the stairs. She's so cold. Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Just here to
Then why
talk.
did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop?
She makes a compare. Don't you dare. It's fine. The blade.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to
Let's see what
accomplish
we can do here.
but I can assure you there's no reason.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition,
Yeah, that's what I thought. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or her.
Note.
Well,
Don't just tell.
is that Lettelmer?
Just tell.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so?
Princess, she doesn't know. She knows what she'd do.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of whoever sent that.
She has a.
So, but you don't
She's right.
like. So do.
She's.
Too long. Oh, have you just?
You know. Oh, you have to be. You walk up to the chains. They're large and
It's
heavy.
betrayed.
Far too solid for you.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'll be here.
You attempt someone. You try the door. You're shoving. You make your way easier for.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
You won't.
Let's betray this time.
You cut into the blade. She didn't so much. Free from her bite. How is she?
Thank you.
No, we won't. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps. Wait, this is watch. You bring the okay. Though the blade left a deep gash in her.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you. But if we're doing, do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you, but I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade, but she's ready for it. You drop the blade. Pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, there's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you fall to your knees. Every blow is as punishing as the first.
You poor thing.
She places a It can't just. I'm sorry. Everything goes dark.
The tower. Is it new? Or not?
You're on a path, and you're here to slay her.
Seems to be new, but I'm not sure.
A warning. She will. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but
If he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on...
Are we?
If that's what you want. The interior of the cabin is larger and more... The blade is your implement. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Interesting.
You take the door to the... It's still a stone. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't
yes.
kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
Yes, I will do. I'll come right now.
We need to get down there. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Oh, impressive.
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Yes.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that, and yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
She's so cool sometimes.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Yes.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Because we talked. We
It's
changed
time
the
for me
ending.
to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It does. But why did she say the last time we met? She's right. And we've died here before. Pitifully. We might as well do what she asked. He's being melodramatic, but the point stands. What are we even supposed to do to... Well, I'll be damned. That's not good. Okay. First things first, you're
Listen
going to
to
have
the
to
narrator.
stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far,
Listen to
far
him.
away.
Maybe we can
and
help.
commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Yes, sir. Wait a minute. Blah 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 blah. Where is it? Pretty sure I've know it somewhere. Oh, yes, this one. But I guess there's an ending for everything, so... What I'm more curious about is... what else can we do to extend this story?
All you have to do is break
You have me
these
to-
chains and set me free.
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
Oh my.
The song of you being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Interesting.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
I have a question for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet. I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it.
No objection.
I don't know what she's planning, and I
I
don't
like
like
that.
that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade.
I like that.
As your eye falls on the blade, you feel awake.
This might
Some
end up
divine
with
hand
another
that sits
ending.
unperceived by your senses, but then manages to push you
Chapter 3.
towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
What are you going to try and make me do with it? I'm going to kill you. I'm not kidding about that divine hands. Who's doing this? Is it her? Is it you? No.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway.
I hate you. I hate you so much. All of you. Stop making me think. Making me do things. I'm going to kneel here forever.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
Okay.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
Fine with your ego being like
What?
that?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this. Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
We don't even have the choice here.
No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done.
She's so cool.
The blade and the hand that wields it
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god. It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there.
Maybe. How can you tell?
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
I like the fact that, depending on the ending that you choose, you might have more hints.
What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries. Your blood flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever. No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
What will happen next?
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah, but here is this.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, let me guess. At the end of that path.
It's back.
Excuse me? This is the third time we've been here, and this is hardly a path in the woods. It's all another witness to her radiance. I'm here to keep him in check. I'm sick of prying fingers digging around in our head, and he's making it all too... This is bad.
Oh, is it now? I hadn't noticed. Do you need a primer, Mr. Amnesiac?
No, I'm quite all right, but if all of you would take a moment to settle down, there's something important I'd like to get across to you before it's too late.
Is it about the princess? We already know all of...
Not to be trusted, that one. No, I mean, yes, it's about the princess, but whatever you think I'm going to say, it's probably not that.
What is
You're
it?
not to be trusted either.
Look, fine, just
curious.
out with her already, yeah? But if I...
You two are just wasting your time.
Okay, that nonsense he's going on about, that's what we need to talk about. You've been here before, obviously. So you have met us. Because boy, were you in denial of... No, I haven't met you, but reality is clearly falling apart at the moment, and the only reason that would happen is if you knew things you weren't supposed to know. What the hell are you talking about? He's talking about those weird marble trees and how wrong everything looks. Yes, exactly. Whatever you did before gave her far too much power. So you've got to cut it out, get to that cabin and slay her before things get any more out of hand.
We've built a new god, and she is limitless.
I like it.
Our thoughts do that. Make her small, make her small, make her small, make her small. Shit! What if I'm doing it wrong? What if I'm making her even stronger? Do you hear those two, with their runaway thoughts? I'm only giving you the sliver of information I'm giving you now because things are already deep in the shitter. This was my last card to play, and it looks like it's already made things worse. So hurry. Cabin. Now.
Yes, sir.
But a great and horrible change. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Stop believing everything you hear. We just have to get our thoughts in order. We just
like it.
have to think straight. Any,
Finish with a god.
words of warning? You already know everything you need to know. As you step forward, you're flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you. You watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and
So what
stone
will
and
happen
the ground
next?
itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never. Yeah, screw all of this, I'm with you. A real god wouldn't need us as part of her plan.
You'll never make
Curious.
And even if you do, what could you possibly hope to accomplish?
Did it lead to another?
Do what we were always supposed to. We'll take this
Princess.
blade
I
and
know.
we'll sink it into her heart. Look at the way everything's being flung around her. If we just throw ourselves in her direction, I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Maybe none of this is real. Maybe we can do whatever we... With a forceful tug, you yank the blade out. You close your eyes. You just take a deep, then your eyes open.
How?
You launch yourself towards the princess. You can feel her gravity.
Even now you defy me. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end what's destined to end everything.
Yeah, do it. Show her.
Why do I feel so cold?
Too bad. You do not get the chance to slay her, nor will you ever.
Oh, where did she go? She's gone. Is this the end of the world? Is that a...
Time to
This it's
do
calling
it
us.
one last time. You're nothing at all. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze. You see it, figure, faint, and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection.
I think
do you
you
mean?
know what I am.
Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, and another. That's strange. Anyway, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Well, you don't need answers. Oh. From the ring that lives in the mirror. You already know what you are. You are the Long Quiet. A vast and nascent god And it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. You already know what you are. You are the Lone Quiet, the vast and innocent God. And it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. For a second.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Okay.
It's
Back
been so
here.
long, and my heart has ached for this moment. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation? Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save him, then so be it.
You are weightless, suspended in the gravity of an idea that threatens to consume you.
Remember,
And you are alone.
it seems
A
to be you.
tiny island caught between the death of the old world and the birth of the new. But alone is not helpless. When you were confronted with my vessel's apotheosis, you chose against all odds to defy me, to hold on to your inner self with all its
She's so big.
flaws, even in the scorching light of my divinity.
Wait. If a voice is as loud as mine, it means that my voice is actually quite quiet.
Without me, there are no externalities to it.
Well, me, there are no externalities to resist in this struggle that carves meaning into consciousness.
Was what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you have no shape.
I don't know how to do the thing, you know, where...
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart. And there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
What are the woods then? What is the cabin? What is the time we've spent apart, if not me existing as myself?
Time you spent away from me is still time spent in reference to me. Even then, both of us are more than our bodies. Am I not in the trees? Am I not in the cabin? Am I not in you? Boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, and alive and dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives.
I like how
And
we
yet it is all
chose
so far
the paths
behind
where
you.
we can find
I pushed you to a
many
greatness you never would have reached
interesting
without me.
vessels, let's say. I wouldn't be here if destroying you will leave all of reality a colorless blur.
You place far too much trust into the ravings of a fearful and ignorant soul who overstepped his bounds.
Okay, I'd rather trust an ignorant soul who died trying to make things better than a god who let the wheel of suffering turn forever. Oh, rhymes. That's cute. I like cute
Intent is
things.
nothing. Wisdom is everything. I turn the wheel because suffering is a falsehood. Would you plunge yourself into a cold and empty? You're the parasite's stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
By that, we're just equal. If I need to destroy you to build a better wall, then I will. Who said anything about destroying you? I just need to make you stop.
If I need to spend all of eternity to show you the error of your ways, then I will gladly do so.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. If there is no constant, there is no... You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
I can't let that happen, I can't let everything die. To fight for a better one, I'm so sorry. Cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. Tell me this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, and you keep dismissing mine. You think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
trying to do right now. You don't have to do it alone.
I thought voices weren't allowed
Apparently
here.
that's not true, but we can worry about it later. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things? That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Yeah. Let's go.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here?
The first
we heard
time?
her voice.
No. But now?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
What's that knife for? Have you changed your mind? Are you going to kill me? What if we just talk for a bit? Maybe we can figure this out.
Okay. I don't want to be a god. Are you the same as you are out there? I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this. What are we going to do? I don't want to have to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are. Slay. What are we going to do?
Maybe this doesn't have to end just yet. Maybe there never even has to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix this place and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Resetting. It's do anything to help them. People out there. If you continue to exist, then don't they continue to die and suffer? I don't want to forget you. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. We're talking about this right now. How do we know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I want you to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? I take it all back. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. It's too late to go back to being a god.
Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever.
How do you know that things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
None of that will happen, because you'll still be you, and I'll still be me.
Can you be so sure? We have to decide to do this every single time, forever. Eventually something is going to be different.
I know, because it doesn't matter how many times we've hurt each other. I've never stopped caring about you. And if you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay.
This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
But you won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Is there any other way?
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
Let's end this here. Okay then, let's do it. I believe in us.
Okay, if this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand. She raises her gentle eyes to ours, a fondness in her gaze.
I'll see you soon.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you.
You do? You didn't try this time.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to
At the end of the path is a cabin. Well, I guess that's one of the many ends we've just completed. How was it? Was it fine? Was it good? I'm not sure. We did some ends, not every one of them. But it was kind of fine. It was kind of great. It was pretty good, actually. Well, I guess now there isn't anything we have to do. This is the end. And once again, oh my. Well, I guess that's it. How was it, this second ending, this second journey? Except the first ending, we've only completed new ones. I guess it was a bit more interesting than before. This time I'm just lowering the sound, just so that my voice can be a bit louder than the game for next time if I forget. And in any case, well, thank you for watching. It was a great time. We did what we had to. And yeah, might have been painful. But yeah, why not? I guess next time that we'll play this game, we'll play it when it will finally release patch. Anyway, thank you, and as always, have a good day or a good night, and see you later. Bye. I wonder when it will release this actual new game. Not game, this new update. Pretty soon, I guess. Oh, charming. See you.